Okay, now you were saying something really racist.
You say that every time you open the show.
Because you say
Really
racist stuff a
racist.
lot.
I noticed I was watching the Olympics the other day, and they had this running, right? Some relay race, right?
Yeah.
Like 4 laps. And the American team was all black.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
the fastest people.
I see that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, America finally smartened up.
Pretty sure every other person that was on that track was of pale complexion.
Yeah, they all lost.
They did too.
Yeah.
America.
Like, yeah, and then I started hitting me like, that makes sense now. NFL.
Yeah. That's why
Basketball.
that's why they wouldn't let them play basketball for so long. You know? They
I'm pretty sure if Tiger Woods wasn't good at golf, he'd be an amazing basketball player.
think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. He looks fast.
I think he'd be a good race car driver.
He just...
Was there ever a black race car driver?
there is.
I'm sure there's one.
His name's Bubba.
Yup.
Well, if you do want to hear just a little bit of racism, I did go to Montreal on Friday with my
Nice.
brothers. Yeah, I went with Jeffrey, CD, Juice, and me. Montreal 2.0, and this trip, people didn't drink as much, and we didn't lose anybody. But as soon as we got to town, we got something to eat, and
These are all dads now. You checked in and fell asleep.
yeah, we went and sat at this restaurant, and first of all, the kid looked black, so he come up and we're just bullshitting. I was just like, "What's your name, man?" And he says, "Mohammed." And I don't know why, but I started laughing. And then he was just like, "What? Muhammad is a funny name?" And I said, "No, I'm thinking of." And then he like walked away. And they're like, "Will, you fucking idiot!" I'm like, first thing I could think of was Superbad.
He's going to suicide bomb you now.
Yeah, when he was like, it was either that or Muhammad. He's like, "Why the fuck would it be that or Muhammad?"
You definitely spit in your food.
No. No. But yeah, that was my little sprinkle of racism.
So what should their names be?
Tyrone.
Tyrone? Tyrell?
I do know a Tyrell that lives on the res. He's not black.
Jeffrey?
That's why he goes by Nolan. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Aboriginal Outlaws. I'm the Sugar Bear.
Johnny B.
I'm Joshua.
And I'm proud to say we have our 4th white man on the show. What an honor. What an honor. I've known this guy for a long time. He's definitely been in my kids' lives since they were, back when they were still sperm. So,
Yeah.
In a non-predatory way.
Well, he had to,
You never know.
You never know.
I take that back.
And I know I said it outside, but I'm definitely going to say it again. I definitely get fucking penis envy with that beard. That is incredible. It's just we didn't win the genetic lottery. That's all it is.
I mean, we did it in other ways.
But I'd like to introduce Robert Neves. How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you guys doing today?
Nevis.
So let's get right to the meat and potatoes. What do you do nowadays? Well, I know what you do, but
Yeah.
tell our listeners what you do.
I'm a news photographer, so I go out and shoot all the muck and the shit that happens out in the city of
Oh,
Buffalo.
wow.
Yeah.
So do you like our webcams?
Yes. yours are a lot lighter than what I carry around.
I bet they are.
He just wants a GoPro and was just like, just fucking look at the guy getting shot.
Give me the helmet. The helmet cam.
I bet your production team's a little bit more than that one guy with a switcher.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Next
A job that used to be done by 14 people now is done by 1.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this question. Can you get us a camera for cheap? Maybe even free.
No.
They are
I
insured.
can't even get myself a camera for free.
They have insurance. You just tell us where you are. We'll do
Yeah,
the rest.
he can get us one, but you still got to put a VHS in it.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
VHS, man, we had beta.
Oh, yeah?
for real?
Oh yeah, we still have beta tapes.
You know what? I do kind of believe that because you need to have a backup, right?
Sometimes. So a lot of things
It's just
nowadays
Buffalo.
are.
It's just
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Beta tapes hold higher quality than VHS, man.
What about Super VHS?
No.
We had those for a while. Not here.
So what do you think of, have you ever heard of like the Iron Mountain? It's basically this big fortress of all the master recordings of like every fucking song or every American photograph or whatever just hidden away in this tiny ass bunker.
Where at?
I don't know, but I saw it on Ozzy and Jack's.
It's in Utah where all the bunkers are.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Probably.
I know it's
The
in
Mormons are hiding.
I know it's in a mountain, so I know that. And yeah, I think Warner Brothers has all their masters down there. So
Oh, no shit.
yeah, Ozzy and his son went down there and they got to listen to fucking Sabbath. And
I think that's in Death Valley. I think I actually heard that because when they remastered Star Wars, they took the prince out of like a vault somewhere.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Somewhere in the desert where it's
So
like dry.
so George Lucas can fuck it up more.
Yeah, so George Lucas could take Star Wars and make it worse.
I know.
If he could only get a hold of Disney and just go, give it back, just give it back.
I don't think he can afford it.
No.
They're just like, fuck you, Leia's a Disney princess now. Shut up.
Just wait till Ryan Reynolds is the CEO of Disney. He'll fix it.
If anything, I think it'd be Jon Favreau first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch Deadpool and Wolverine?
Just saw it yesterday.
Good for you, man. Fuck yeah. Dude, it's already almost up to like $1 billion. It's been a week.
Yeah.
It's like, good for you, man.
We like inside jokes around here.
Oh, it's fucking incredible.
The cameos were where it was at for me.
Absolutely.
The story's
Going in the back of my head, like, what movie were they in?
yeah.
The fuck? Toad?
Yeah, the story's gonna make
Which
zero
actually
sense.
was like Ray Park.
Yeah.
So it's just like, Jesus Christ, he still looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, when your kids are when your littler kids are teenagers, they're gonna watch it. It's gonna make zero sense.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I love how Blade's first line in the MCU was retarded.
The amount of cocaine jokes in that movie.
Is there something like they weren't allowed to make cocaine jokes by Disney, so they
They couldn't do cocaine.
right, so they
They
made
could make
little
the jokes
they
around
made
it.
little jokes around it the whole time.
Yeah.
I feel like he was just trying to see how much can I get away with?
Right.
How much till they pull the plug?
After that price tag, you could probably do anything.
I mean, if you're gonna open the door up to see, who can push the envelope the farthest, I mean, yeah, give it to Ryan Reynolds. Absolutely.
I mean, that's got to be like the first rated R Disney movie. I can't think of any other ones.
Logan.
Was
Oh,
that it? That was
it is-
that was Fox.
That was
It was
not
Fox.
It was
yeah,
still Fox.
that's true.
Yep.
It's Disney now.
I think you might be.
I
I
think
think,
you're right.
you might be right.
Frozen 3.
Logan's Redemption.
I want to see if Tarantino's last movie will be a fucking Disney movie.
That would be awesome.
That'd be fucked up. This is like, wow, Pinocchio is so racist now. It's like, what the fuck you doing?
Put his nose where?
It's like you thought Django held the record. Wait until I redo Peter Pan.
So you're a news photographer in Buffalo.
Yes,
You must see some gnarly shit.
I have. I saw gnarly shit when I worked in Vermont too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually tell them.
Yeah, how'd you get there? How do you know this guy? Like,
Well,
you
first-
seem successful. He's got successful friends.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, thanks, buddy.
before you guys came around, we were his most...
Like, how'd you meet this guy? Soup kitchen? You were just volunteering one day?
I think it was close because I think it was actually at lunchroom.
Yeah, there you go. man.
He wasn't serving; he was just eating.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he looks like he can
Okay.
eat.
I met him because I started banging his best friend, and then I got her pregnant, and I got her pregnant again and again and again, and then I married her, and we divorced, but him and I are still friends, and now I'm kind of friends again with the ex-wife, but it depends on the week, honestly.
Okay.
She flips like a coin, but
we
she's
probably
all
could have
right.
did with all that fucking, that whole story.
So, like, school.
That's how we met.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how we
He could have
met.
said, you got to go pregnant. That
So
was
you
his
see-
best friend.
Actually, it goes back further
Just
than
like
that.
that.
Really?
It was when you were dating the girl whose parents owned Spanky's restaurant. I can't remember her name. It was Art Club
Huh.
in Simpsons
Okay, makes
studio.
sense.
Honestly, I
Now the
forget.
fucking shirt.
I forget most
Some
of
random
my,
white girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you went to school in Messina. That's why your friends are more successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our friends were all smugglers and drug
Yeah,
dealers.
had you went to school at Salmon River, all your guests would have been, fresh out of prison.
Is that why Plant ended up there?
So why don't you start from your early days at the Fox, 1015 the Fox, and then work your way to where you are now? So-
All right, so that goes way back. That goes back
Exactly.
to 2007.
Tell us your story.
So started off in radio, working behind the scenes at the Fox. Ended up getting promoted to the point where I actually got paid.
Yeah.
That was the best part. Worked for about 9 months, no pay. Worked about
Unpaid intern.
30 hours a week.
Yeah. He looked like a fucking hippie. Like
I looked
legit.
like a hippie.
But he didn't smoke. So I was like, oh, you fucking liar, not holding? Like, never mind then. But he didn't need drugs.
Yeah, no. I was just high on life at that time.
Yeah, he was. then,
some other stuff because of hockey. But worked at the Fox, worked with the blind man who is legitimately blind,
Yep.
and the fat man, Sandy Cook,
Yep.
because 1015 The Fox is in the same studio as WMSA.
He
Yeah,
passed, right?
He passed away.
Rest in peace, Sandy Cook.
Had to make sure the fat man was awake every morning because you know that man was just midway through
Sit
a
on the board.
sentence.
The apnea took over.
I'd be going to work getting stopped by that goddamn train on 420,
Yep.
and I just drive by and like, what the hell? The train moved. Why isn't anyone moving? Get up there, sleeping at the wheel. Scary.
Jesus.
Nice.
Get to work, brew a nice pot of coffee for him, pour himself a cup. He'd be like, all right, ready to go. And then 20 minutes later, ended up finally getting paid to do what I do. Worked for the blind man, worked as his production. Basically took care of promotions for the Fox for about a year and a half. Got the hell out of there. Moved to Syracuse for about 2 years. Worked in 95X down there and 93Q, Top 40, and
Oh, wow.
Hard Rock Station. Met a ton of musicians like Maria Brinkley from In This Moment. Cool ass chick. 5-Figure Death Punch, douchebags.
They seem like douchebags.
The only one who was actually cool was the bass player. But I kind of come to terms that every bass player in every band is cool.
Right.
Because after meeting Robbie and Johnny from Goo Goo Dolls, Robbie cool as shit. Johnny could give two shits about anyone. But I think it's that like mentality, like I'm the lead singer, I can't be approachable.
Okay.
I know, right? Singers are so pretentious.
I know they're just full of themselves. They're so sensitive.
Fucking assholes.
Very.
Anyway, go ahead.
Did that for a little bit. Moved to Charlotte just out of a whim, and then got a job in Plattsburgh. 2 weeks down in Charlotte is like, hey, do you want a job? Sure. Got my ass back up to the Vermont border. Worked at WPTZ with Smiling Tom Messner.
Okay, I remember Tom Messner.
Tom
He
Messner.
used to do the weather for CKON. He would call.
Yeah.
I'd have to get it at midnight when we had reel to reels. And, hey, I got some weather for you. And he's really like that.
100%. Everyone's like, is he an asshole in real life? No, he's the nicest human being you'll ever meet.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Like, he's almost like a sickening nice person, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like Mr. Rogers.
Have you ever had to get the thing from Gib?
I don't. Oh yeah,
Gib Brown?
yeah. Gib Brown. I forgot about him.
Gib will talk in circles and
Yeah.
then forget what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He's the only man who could fit an entire forecast in 5 seconds.
Yeah. I could never do
He's
that.
like, it's gonna rain!
I could never do that part of radio where you just talk about bullshit for fucking time. I can't do that. I got to talk about something. Or Breen Cook can do that. She can just talk about. I got to talk about something. Otherwise, this is like, I don't say. I think that's the gift.
Yeah. Meteorologists for themselves ad-lib for 3+ minutes a day.
Yeah.
And it's like, no teleprompter, no nothing telling them what's going on. They're just making it up as they go, just like educated guess off models, and they get a good job at it.
Yeah, that explains why some of them just go off the rails. You can find that on YouTube.
I mean, have you ever found the Tom Messner and Al Roker video where Al Roker is drunk off his ass? Oh, it's at Whiteface Mountain. Just, you could tell he's just like slurring around, and Tom's like, so what was it like back in my day? We used to have a man on the roof spin him around. It's hilarious. You just see Tom look at the camera and go, I don't know what's going on.
Was this Big Al or Little Al?
Big Al.
That'd be Big Al.
Now we're gonna find out.
Right after the surgery, so he's starting to shrink.
Yeah. Okay. We
Yeah.
gotta find out.
Little Al doesn't look like a real person.
He doesn't. He looks like
just
a wax. He looks like a fucking wax statue, doesn't he?
He looks like a Funko Pop.
There's that giant dome he's got. You can put a billboard across it. Get your marijuana here. Did that for about 2 years until basically I got a job in Charlotte, and it was the same time that the Escape from Denimora, the two inmates escaped.
Yeah.
I was out in the woods for 2 weeks from 10 p.m. till 1 p.m.
Oh, wow.
So it was like my life just rolled around like I get back, I go to bed, I get up, and I go back to work.
Uh-huh.
Out in the woods with a satellite truck, which was scary as hell all night, just like, there's 2 murderers out here.
Very desperate ones. Who like nothing more than a truck.
And I'm out there with the satellite truck operator, cool guy who's passed away since. He's like, hey, let's just go for a ride, because I don't have to do anything until 4 a.m. when the news starts. So we just start driving around, and he's a former military, so he's hunched over the steering wheel. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He goes, smaller target.
Wait.
I'm going to shrink down. And we're driving up to this tree line, and all of a sudden, it's like, I think we should stop. Let's go back. I don't have enough alcohol in my system to deal with this right now. And he's like, yeah, smart thing. That same day, that morning is when they shot the first guy. And he was like maybe 100 yards from where we were.
Could have got it. Could have got it.
That could have been us because he had the shotgun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
So that was a little like ass puckering moment.
Yeah.
That morning, they're like, they got him. What? About 100 yards that way. What?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there with a camera, like with a reporter, and I'm like, I could have died last night, and no one would know where I am.
We almost took a group of children out there that day.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it makes fucking sense. You work for the tribe.
They're looking all over a Canadian border. You guys are like, hey, let's go, kids. Let's go for a hike.
well, no, here.
Anything to take people off the roads. Huh?
Yeah. No.
Holy
There was
fuck.
the Freedom School owns land out there, out near Owl's Head,
Okay.
and we were supposed to go see the land, and I'm like, nah, those guys are fucking miles away from there.
Are you familiar with what the Freedom School is?
Not a clue.
It's what's on?
It's like an independent school. Like in 1980, there was like a standoff with gun battle and shit with New York State. And one of the ways they were afraid the state would take over was through the kids because they weren't going to school. So they had a encampment. So they made their own school, and it still operates, and it's all a Mohawk language.
Yep.
And culture. It's pretty cool. His son was a student.
Yeah.
Your son was a student?
My son was a student. Two of my kids were students. Wow, my little girl was a student too when she was little. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep, not a word of English spoken in that school.
Yeah. But
I
they
mean,
were,
it keeps the tradition alive.
Yeah.
That's the positive thing.
yeah, we were going to go up there. That fucking guy got shot like a mile from where we were at.
Hey, there's some guy walking through the woods with a shotgun. He looks drunk as fuck. That was the thing that we learned afterwards was he was so drunk. That's why the other guy left him. He was just drunk off his ass the entire time. And the other guy was a survivalist. So he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here before this drunk asshole gets me killed.
Yeah.
And he made it so close to the border that he probably could have.
Right.
He did do.
They were just lost, right?
Yeah, pretty much, because the dumb bitch decided to chicken out last second.
I know.
And she's out.
She fucked those guys.
She got out of jail.
No shit.
She cost the state, I don't know how much fucking money, and they let her out. I'm like, and her husband is still her husband, which makes no goddamn
What a
sense.
cuck.
White people.
Joyce Mitchell. Joyce Mitchell. Which, you know what's funny? I worked with her son.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was a real twat. Like, he had a swastika tattoo and everything.
Nice.
Little
Nice.
fucker. His name was Toby.
Yeah.
And when
He's now MAGA.
Yeah, when he finally
Of course
quit.
he is.
When he finally quit, I'm like, thank God, good riddance for that son of a bitch. And the next time I see him, when he's on the news talking about his mom, like, I don't think she really did it. I think she was like, fucking Toby, you little
Did he
shit.
have a cover up on his tattoo?
Oh, it was on his chest, so he had a shirt on. And then a month after his him on the news, defending his mom for fucking the prisoners and letting them out, he was in jail because he beat up his girlfriend.
Oh.
So it's like, what a family. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the North
Yeah,
Country.
a lot of domestic issues in that family. Huh?
Prison guard. Prison guard criminal, not far
See you.
apart.
The amount of people who called me after all that because people were getting interviews with the locals in like the Malone area because we all know if it's from Malone,
Yeah.
Leave it
leave it
alone.
alone. And they're hearing him, they're like, I feel like I'm in the deep south. What the fuck? Yeah, but I don't know what the motherfucker going to get it. What the hell? Like they were interviewing like the cream of the crop, and these people had less brain cells than teeth.
I blame country music for that accent. I know people from the area that are older than 1980. They don't talk like that.
They don't. It's weird.
Yeah. That's like a country music phenomenon.
All of a sudden, like after the blue collar guys, all these
Yeah.
rednecks, all of a sudden,
I'm just gonna
like,
go and say it's
appeared.
drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah, heavy drugs.
Crystal meth.
Yeah, man.
I guess when you base your economy
Crack.
on prison.
Yeah.
That's half the
So-
North Country.
Yeah. That explains the difference between northern New York and northern Vermont.
Yeah. So did that for a little bit. Moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. Worked as an audio engineer. Did that for about a year and a half. Dealt with the riots after. Oh Jesus, which one was it? Floyd who got choked out?
George Floyd.
George
Yeah.
Oh,
Floyd.
wow.
And I'm down there watching the marches happen, and I'm watching our camera guy just walk around. And all of a sudden, we just see gas.
Yeah.
And they got tear gassed in the
shit.
middle of the crowd. And I was like, God, I'm glad I'm in here. I just get to watch it and go home afterwards. He's going to be like miserable for the next 5 hours.
You're watching the monitor like, run.
Why does it seem like
Called in today.
I'm starting to see why the life expectancy of people in media, whether it's radio or news, it seems like the life expectancy is short.
Yeah.
It's because you guys are constantly 100 feet away from disaster.
Oh, yeah. And the photographer that I knew there, he used this little tiny camera. And he's holding it handheld for 5.5, 6 hours. Ended up with nerve damage in his wrist.
Oh, wow.
And then he applied for, a workman's comp in the state of North Carolina. Is like, you don't do work. You're art.
Oh, shit.
He got fucked up the ass.
Oh, wow.
And Fox News Corp got up there.
Holy shit, huh?
Would recommend working for a O&O because they have great benefits, but their local management sucks.
I see.
And then moved to Buffalo. Did that for about 7 years. No problems except for the riots during the pandemic, which was fun. Black Lives Matter. And then they got tear gas. Saw a kid.
Buffalo had riots too?
Oh, yeah. We had riots.
People still live there?
Hey, man, that's Rick James territory. You show some respect.
I do have a story for that, so let's go back to that later.
Okay. All right.
So I'm out there shooting, and it's in the middle of what they call Niagara Square, which is the center of the city. And I'm by myself because I'm like,
What the fuck you laughing
I'm
at?
going to leave the reporter.
That just sounded funny.
Oh, yeah.
Left the reporter.
Well, they got in a lot of trouble because there wasn't an A in that word at first. That's racism number 2. I'm kidding.
They swapped the G for the A. I see it. I see it.
Just drop the R and you're good. Okay.
I'd probably fucking protest too.
I'm sorry, go ahead. He chuckled first, so I had to fucking, and I know why he did, so I had to reel it in.
Glad I found out this wasn't on CKON, otherwise I'd be kind of
Sorry,
screwed.
I can talk like that.
No, because apparently you can be racist as fuck on CKY, and they'll still bring you back, as long as you just sell vitamins and tea.
And you pay.
All right, though, I can make
It's
jokes
like, we need that white man, he brings the sage.
'Cause, I can make jokes like that because Will's best friend is black.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Jeffrey.
I wasn't the other one.
I was like, is there another that I don't know
That
about?
was fucking the other guy.
There's CD, but he's like paler than Johnny. So if Johnny's darker than you, he doesn't consider you African American.
Yeah.
He's like, nope.
Yeah, like I've compared my skin color to black people, and I'm like, you might be 8th generation. You're not black. Dude. You're not. Stop.
So that albino guy on TikTok is not black?
No.
Well, just because you're
No,
as
he's
dark as
yellow.
11:30, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
That's good though.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You have beautiful skin. We tell you this all the
I
time.
love my skin color.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the Rick James story?
All right, you want to
keep
hear
going. No, keep going with your. Or were you done?
Oh, no, there's still more.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I'm out in the middle of the square by myself. The reporter's on the other side. I'm hearing the anchors back at the studio. I'm shooting this kid who's holding up a skateboard. Little white kid. Holds up a skateboard. All of a sudden you hear pop and him go down.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, I don't know what just happened. I zoom in on him. Blood from his forehead.
Christ.
Took a
shit.
rubber bullet or a sandbag straight to the dome.
Oh, shit.
And just bleeding. You just hear girls go, he needs medical attention. I'm like, he needs to get the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
When the riot gear starts walking towards you, why do you think I'm going to stand here with my skateboard and it's not going to be considered a weapon? Dumbass.
Yes.
So-
stupid child.
I mean, child. He's probably like 18, 21.
Plus, he's also thinking
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah.
police don't shoot at white people.
Well, that's why they only break up the left protests. The right ones shoot back.
Yeah.
We'll get into that one later, too.
All right. I love return fire.
So I'm out there shooting it. They have a bails bond van that's usually sitting in the square on fire.
Nice.
I'm sitting
yeah.
probably 20, 30 feet from it. I'm shooting something else that's behind me. All of a sudden I hear pop! Tires on the goddamn van were exploding from the heat of the
shit.
fire. I'm like, okay, I'm going to back away from this, and I need to find another media person to be around because if anything goes to shit, if he goes, I'm gone. So I'm sitting there watching, and all of a sudden I see this young black kid, probably 17, 18, grabbing a clothes hamper, and he had something in it that's on fire. Breaks the window of City Hall, which is like a 1920s monument. If you've ever seen the Buffalo City Hall, it's beautiful. Busts out a window, throws the basket in there. I'm filming it. I'm the only one with a shot of it. And I hear in my ear, we just saw someone throw fire into City Hall. I go back and watch the footage afterwards, and you just see the reporter go, I don't see anything. No, the other camera. Where's the other camera? Shooting at City Hall. We're looking at City Hall. Other side of the building, dumbass.
Clearly, he wanted to go home.
She
wanted to go home. He's like, there's nothing wrong. They're fine. Let's just go.
The professional mind their own fucking business.
So after that, I'm like, I've been out here. It's a Sunday. I'm off. I got called in last minute. I'm done. I'm walking distance to the station. I just start hoofing it. And they're like, can you stay a little later for a interview with the mayor tonight? I'm like, no. I'm going to go home because I got to be back here at 7 a.m. So I go home, and then I watch the footage, and it's Mayor Byron Brown going, for you who threw the fire into City Hall, we have you on camera, you idiot. Live on the air. I'm like,
that almost sounds like a Simpsons sketch. It's like, for you that threw the fire at the City Hall.
If you ever hear Mayor Byron Brown speak, you're thinking you're listening to Urkel speak.
Say his name again.
Mayor Byron Brown.
Mayor Byron Brown.
But when
isn't that a fucking good old boy name if I ever heard one?
I know, right?
It's like Byron Brown. Byron Brown.
Old black man.
Yeah. That's what I would think.
At one of the State of the Cities, they got some voice guy to come in and just read off the thing. And he goes, ladies and gentlemen, your honorable Mayor Byron Brown, or Brian Brown. Messed up his name. For all of us to record, we're just like, oh, that's going to be saved. Save that. But anyways, we go through all that. Next week, there's another march from UB South Campus down to the city. We're walking. I'm like, okay, we've done enough. I got to cut a package. Let's run back. So we run back, and all of a sudden, they're like, are you still with the thing? No, we turned around about 2 blocks ago. What's going on? And like, there's someone in front of a bar holding a knife, spouting racial slurs, and yelling at the protesters. White dude just came out of a bar, not even from the city. He's from like one of the outskirt towns.
He's from Rochester.
The real New York.
I mean, I'm glad I wasn't in Rochester. That was a rough time. Dealt with all that. He ended up getting called in for court, and he goes, I ain't fucking going. So the law's like, you ain't? Okay, we're going to take you. Busted down his door, fucking took him out of handcuffs to go do it for, hate crime.
Okay.
Because he was threatening
Nice.
18-year-olds with a knife
Right.
in the city street.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dumb white guy.
Yeah.
Drunk off his ass from some southern New York town that probably has more rebel flags than any of the South.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, every time I see it, it makes no goddamn sense.
I find it funny when I see that shit in like Westville.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking really? 7 minutes away.
Yeah.
It's like,
Your people are as Yankee they fucking come.
Even weirder when you see it in Vermont. You're like, Bernie
I
Sanders?
have seen one in Vermont.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But dealt with all that, and I'm like, all right, I need to get the hell out of Buffalo. I want to move closer to home. Moved to Vermont, realized it was way too goddamn expensive to live in Vermont. Did that about 6-9 months. Like, okay, I'm going back to Buffalo because I need to make money.
So who has the best food?
Buffalo, by
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
By far.
Now, say we were to go and, like, say we had a gig in Buffalo, or
Okay.
in, say Tonawanda, somewhere nearby, and we wanted to go eat in Buffalo. Where are you recommending?
Depends on what you're looking for. You looking for wings? You looking for beef on
Look at us.
weck?
Look at us. You really got to guess?
No, okay.
We want fucking meat.
Beef on weck.
Beef on weck.
Okay.
So it's a weck roll. It's got salt and some other herbs on it, and it's beef and horseradish, freshly chopped horseradish.
Ooh. That
Really
sounds,
good.
That sounds lovely.
So if you go to Charlie the Butcher, he's really good. No sponsorship. Unless you're calling in, then it will be sponsorship.
We'll leave a sticker on the window. There you go.
But beef on weck is really good. If you want a good chicken wing, you can always go to Duff's, which is, in my opinion, the original. I know everyone's like, oh, the Anchor Bar. Anchor Bar sucks. Go to Duff's. Go to Elmo's up in Amherst. Good chicken wings. Good ramen. Really good Asian food. You go down to the.
Thank you. It sounded like he was yelling in a can.
Oh, is it the same cable that Adam had the problem with?
No.
It might be. We've had a problem with this cable for months, and it hasn't been changed yet.
Other people have Amazon.com.
I bought them the first time, goddammit.
I'm pretty sure they can handle a cable.
Johnny, get your ass to work.
Give me a soldering iron. We'll fix this sumbitch up.
I melted with. They're the cheap cables, so they don't have the good ends. I fucking melted one end trying to fix it.
Suggest another fucking job for him to do it.
don't.
He's still like building horseshoes for a fucking horse he had 20 years ago.
He's got like a medieval armor set in his fucking shed. He's still working on.
He's too busy building Aragorn's sword.
Yep. He's got an old '63 fucking Buick at his parents' garage. He's still building quarter panels for. Yeah, slamming fucking sheet metal.
That's right.
So he doesn't need another job right now.
I'm building a porch too.
Yeah. One of those jobs will get done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The porch will. Can't get it. It's in the way.
Good.
But I will say,
So that's what it takes. The job literally has to like inconvenience you for you to be like, fine, I'll fucking complete it.
I wouldn't do a podcast if you fuckers didn't show up.
Yes, you would.
how long until Will actually takes this microphone and puts it on your spot?
No.
That's too much work?
He had me do the buttons one week, and I was like, oh, God. I'm going to hit save. I hope it's still there.
Yeah, you need to have a special kind of attention deficit syndrome to make this shit work.
Yeah, I think I did the buttons once too, and it just stayed on Will the whole time.
No, it stayed on your own face. He's just sitting there smiling, looking at the guest. I'm like, you think you might show the guest? He's like, oh, shit, yeah.
I was like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to do this while holding on a conversation.
Dude, he's more ambidextrous than Ray Manzarek, I tell you. He's amazing.
But I will say, the one food I will not recommend in Buffalo is Buffalo-style pizza.
Okay.
It is gross as hell. It is sweet sauce. It tastes like they put a pound of sugar in their sauce.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that's a saving grace about it is the cup pepperoni. Because the cup pepperoni has like little shot glasses of grease.
Oh, the little tiny ones.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking
Sprague's.
Those
Sprague's
are
is
the
like that.
best. Those are the best.
Sprague's has that.
Those are the ones that like choke the arteries to your cock. They're
Yeah.
just like, oh, you ain't getting hard tonight, you fuckers. You know.
And of course, I think I'm in the wrong group to talk about the fact that there's like 52 breweries out there.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
It's Buffalo.
Beers everywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And distilleries. Because there's nothing better to do because you're a Bills
Let's
fan. We drink.
Yeah.
Good
I
place to be.
have heard that
Until
the
they
Bills
bring the Bills bring a championship to Buffalo, there's gonna be a big alcohol problem in it. So.
Yeah.
Or the
I've
Sabres.
heard the Bills Mafia.
Sabres.
I've heard the Bills Mafia is notorious for being the drunkest fan base out of them all of them.
Drunk is probably the most loyal considering we've been through the most shit.
Yeah.
If we can deal with wide right not once, but twice now because of last year, which is still
I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like sports.
sports ball.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
The one where the black people play.
Yeah, the fast black people.
Yeah, except
And-
the white
and
guy's
the-
usually in charge.
Yeah,
like
he
the captain.
and he runs more than the
Yeah.
running backs.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is a god.
Yeah, and it's owned by white guys, though, right?
Oh, the majority.
So it's a big
White
group
guy
of-
and an Asian woman.
Yeah.
But those are the food that I would recommend.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good options, but
Yeah.
those are the good things.
Huh.
So you want to hear the Rick James story?
Honestly, I didn't think Buffalo would ever be known for its pizza, so I wouldn't go to Buffalo and be like, it's that pizza.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I will,
yes.
it is better than Chicago style, in my opinion.
Okay.
I do not like deep dish.
Really? Not even Detroit.
Nope. Well, Detroit style is a little different. It's more pan.
What
than
about Canadian pizza?
Canadians make pizza?
Yeah, it's different.
Canadians
Is there
make
maple on it?
amazing.
They make,
God, you're such a fucking fangirl, you know
so
that?
good.
Canadians make amazing.
They make great pizza.
Like,
Poutine on it? Is
I
there
had a
fries
fucking
and
large
gravy?
Louis just over
No,
there.
no. There's like 4 different kinds of meats on
Will
there.
you just
the
talk
cheese-
about the one that
Yeah,
matters?
yeah.
He's talking about Riverside Pizza.
Cornwall barbecue's good too.
Louis.
Louis.
I just had a jumbo Louis the other day, man. Oh my god.
I think they're all Greek people, by the way.
It looks like you're still digesting it, fucko.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But yes, of course I want to hear the Rick James story.
So, a couple years ago, his brother was going into the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame. His brother's been in the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame for like 15
He has a
years.
brother?
Yes, he was the manager.
Oh, no.
So I'm talking to his brother, like interviewing him, because I'm like, in my back of my head, I'm like, I need to know. Is the Chappelle Show story
The
true?
Charlie Murphy story, yeah.
And I go up to him afterwards, camera's off, and I go, I have to ask, is the Charlie Murphy stories on Chappelle Show real? He goes, my brother and I got his ass beat by Charlie Murphy and just walked away. So my brain, I'm like,
Yes.
and then he walks back and goes, dude, I wish you were recording on that. He goes, every story was 100% true except for the fact that Charlie Murphy kicked the shit out of him.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, really? So like the whole couch, and he goes, 100%. My brother was an animal. He goes, trying to be his manager was a pain in the ass.
I do love that story the best. Because he says, why'd you do that? He says, because Eddie can buy another one.
You're a rich motherfucker.
I still wish they would have done the story about like him and Eddie doing the party all the time. Because all we got was the Mad TV skit.
Yeah.
Which is probably fairly accurate as well.
Well, you know,
I need to go outside.
then you're not familiar with Mike Judge's Tales from the Tour Bus.
No.
You got to watch that.
Okay.
Very good. It's an animated show, obviously Mike Judge. But he does, the country music is the first season, but the second season is all funk. And he has like 2 episodes on, Rick James. And he even dives into the story when him and his girlfriend held a woman hostage with a crack pipe.
Okay.
Damn.
Dude,
yeah.
he was a fucking
Sounds like a fun guy.
wild son of a bitch. He was a wild son of a bitch.
I say, if you actually go to the Hard Rock Cafe in Niagara Falls, New York, hit one of his outfits, the one that has like the thing going down to his navel, the opening to show off the taco meat that's not really there. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's got to be like 5 foot tall. The outfit's only about that big. But apparently he just squeezed his fat ass into it.
You know what's crazy? I went to the Country Music Hall of Fame when we were in Nashville.
I'm sorry.
And what's wrong with country music?
It sucks.
Well, you work at a radio station
That plays country music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I still don't like it.
Yeah. By the way, he's never heard of your radio station, so you can just stop. I'm just kidding.
He's heard of it. It's the one with no FCC license.
I'm fucking with you. Jesus Christ. You said CKON. He goes, what's that?
He's like, see, that's a Canadian call letter. Hook up the towers in the U.S.
CKON? But anyway, so I look at everyone's outfits, and yeah, they're all small. And I'm like, either, it's growing up around giant people, or, they're all fucking lying. Because I saw, like, Johnny Cash's suit, and it looked like Jake could fit it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what the fuck? I thought he was supposed to be, like, 6'2".
They shrank in the wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only ones
Except
that
for
didn't-
Dolly's suit.
Damn it, I was going to make that joke too.
That was accurate. The bust was, like, 2 feet out, and I'm like, holy fuck, nice.
Damn it, I missed it.
Yeah, I'd still hit Dolly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
At least Willie's getting his proper place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year.
Right?
Who wants to smoke weed with Willie?
I would.
I mean, you have to.
Right.
You can't.
It's like if Snoop Dogg came around. You have to.
Yeah, you can't turn down Willie. You can't turn down Snoop Dogg. You can't turn down Cheech and Chong.
Fair.
Yeah, if you do, then you're just like, what the hell did you do that for, you fucking ding dong?
You may not remember the night, but hell, it'll be a hell of a story. As a friend of mine would say, never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Right.
There's that Who Shot Liberty Vance, that when legend,
By the coward Robert something.
right? And I'm talking about the Jimmy Stewart one.
Oh, okay.
He was like, oh, it turns out I was lying the whole time.
Yeah.
And there's something about like when the legend becomes fact, print the legend or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I was just trying to piggyback on your cool quote.
Don't you wish you were as cool? So what brings you back here?
Visiting family.
Will.
Came to see
Will.
Will?
He decided to throw us a bone. That's what he did. No, you were in Plattsburgh earlier today.
Yeah, I went to Plattsburgh, visited a friend who was with my other friendly niece.
Ah, yeah. Well, he was here last week taking senior pictures for my daughter.
Oh,
This year I will have 4 all in high school,
very good.
from freshman to senior.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Right.
I know, right? Where does the time go?
You were just in high school.
I know. Don't remind me.
Well, I mean, that's where he started them.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Facts.
She literally walked across the stage to pick up her diploma with a belly.
Yeah.
I say, wasn't there a pool going on if she was going to drop during it?
I think so. But you know what's funny? She was like an IB student, which is supposed to be like, these are the good kids. And she's walking up knocked up. And it's like, isn't that ironic? Yeah. It's like, this is what you want your kids to be.
Yeah.
You want them in IB classes so
Yeah.
they can,
Make bad decisions.
Isn't your daughter in IB classes?
It was just the one. It was just the one. No. No, Isabel doesn't like him. No, she don't like him.
the IB or something else?
No, IB credit. IB classes, yeah.
Until her college acceptance letters come in.
I know. She could have had a good career like down in RIT, but I fucked it up.
Yeah, you ruined her life.
I did. You know what? Let's get her on the phone right now. Did I ruin your life?
Tell her
And now she has to settle for Syracuse. God damn it.
I know.
But hopefully they came out good for you guys.
Oh, the pictures, yeah. I thought you meant the kids.
That too.
Either or.
Yes, the pictures are beautiful. I love them. My most favorite one is her up against the it's a graffiti wall. I saved it on my phone.
Oh, the one with the words behind her, or the one with the woman?
Right there.
Ah, that one. Okay.
That is, goddamn! I can't believe I made that beautiful kid. Mm-hmm. Look at that. She's fucking gorgeous. And I'm like, I made that. Oh my goodness.
And you ruined your tool. Can't make any more.
Yeah.
Just took the paint out of the brush.
Now it's only just fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's just
Just took the paint out of the brush.
what's a hose that shoots fucking plain water, right?
Saving a lot of money on rubbers.
I never bought rubbers.
That's why she was
That's why you
pregnant.
have 8 kids.
Yeah.
I think I bought a box once, and that shit just
We're Indians, man.
that shit sat there till it went rotten.
That scene from fucking Grease. It broke.
Yeah.
STDs aren't real.
It was so old when you open up the condom, it's dry.
Yeah.
It's like, this did say lubricated.
That's just big latex.
Went extinct in 1985. I wasn't even fucking born. This must have been my dad's that I stole.
So you still work at the news?
I do.
What's your news station?
WKBW. The one that Jim Carrey worked for in
Oh, wow.
Bruce Almighty.
Bruce
Oh,
Almighty.
wow. Wow.
And I do have, we did find some archival footage that, if any of you guys watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, we have an interview with
course.
John Candy getting his hair done perm
Oh, no shit.
for the movie.
That's cool.
That's
If you go
awesome.
on line, you find John Candy interview WKBW. He's like, everything you see in the movies, you think he's going to be loud and bombastic. He's just really laid back and quiet talking and all this stuff. I'm like, God, I wish I was here in the 80s. That would have been so fucking cool.
Right? Everybody would be high on cocaine.
Yeah.
I can tell you stories that I heard from some of the
more
old
pure.
timers. Stuff that happens in the news station that you just hear people like. We had a photographer who, one of the main anchors, I don't want to name names because he's dead and I don't want to, not my business, would always come on a Friday from Rochester with a brown paper bag. And it was his porn for the week.
Oh, shit.
He wanted specific porn from Rochester that we cannot confirm or deny that the person who brought it did not film it.
Oh, shit.
And he wanted specific stuff
that's weird.
that was girl on girl.
Okay.
I mean, good taste on your end, man, but really in the office? You're just like walking by HR in the 70s and 80s. Oh, that's what that room is for?
They didn't have an HR in the 70s and 80s.
We don't have HR today. Our HR's in Cincinnati.
Awesome.
It's like, is that something you guys can handle yourselves? All right, now fuck off. There you go.
But yeah, hearing some of the old time stories in the station is just like, it's a wild time. Wild west of news. People riding on top of cars with cameras.
Right. How do you guys find stuff like that? Like, okay, what's your day look like when you're just sitting around listening to a scanner? Or...
So we have people who sit and listen to the scanners. They're also pitching ideas to reporters. They give me assignments, so they're like, hey, go talk to Governor Hochul about something. all right, cool. So I just get my assignments for the day. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. All of a sudden I get a phone call. Scrap that. Go to the house fire on such and such. Okay, go there. Families. We don't want you here. All right, I'm out of here. I got about 10 shots. Nothing else because the police were not there and the fire department didn't want to talk. Okay, come back. Mm-hmm. And then I think my record is like 7 stories in one day.
Oh, wow.
Just in 8 hours, just like basically every hour just traveling. Boom, boom, boom.
You're just cruising around.
Yeah, and our coverage is from Batavia all the way over to Niagara Falls and down to northern Pennsylvania.
That's a pretty big, pretty big beat.
Especially after that other inmate escaped down in Pennsylvania. That was a fun week.
Oh, yeah. Was that the one that climbed the walls?
Yep.
Fucking Spider-Man?
Yeah. It was something out of a cartoon because he had fucking blankets just tied together. It's like, what is this, fucking Wile E. Coyote here? What the hell? And he was somewhere in the woods. Just some dumbass who decided, I'm going to get out of jail.
It would have been awesome if his crime wasn't that big.
Yeah.
But I think his crime was bad.
I shoplifted from the Wawa.
I sold weed a year before it was legalized.
But yeah, they send me all over the place doing random shit. Sent down for a kid who killed his parents. That was fun. Down in the middle of fucking nowhere. No cell service. Had to bring the satellite truck, which hasn't ran in like 2 years.
Did you interview the kid?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, holy fuck.
Were they bad parents?
Was it dick hard when you were hacking your mother's head off?
Did they touch you?
Did you ever see that one where Dr. Phil is talking to that fucking kid? He's like a real psycho. He's like,
what are you doing with your life?
No, he's like, well, tell me that night you killed your mother. He's like, I went in and I hit her in the head with a sledgehammer. He's like, and when you did that, did she make a funny sound? He's like, yeah. You guys never seen that?
And then Trump Jr. stood up and walked off set.
It's kind of like freaky. It's like,
I don't know. Fuck? I saw one where there's a little kid that he was like 5 and he's like psychopathic and it's like black and white and they're talking to him.
Yeah. Hey, where were you when that fucker flew his car through the goddamn Niagara Falls?
Was that your beat?
Border. Just fucking
nice.
Better. I was on vacation.
Oh shit!
All of a sudden I'm getting news blip, 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 blip. Oh shit! What the hell happened?
Terrorist attack.
And then they're like terrorist attack, and then all of a sudden they're like, it was a reputable chiropractor. What? Looking more into it. Oh, he had a fucking heart attack at the wheel and just hit the gas and couldn't stop.
And he had a passenger.
And then all of a sudden you see the car.
Oh, it was like a fucking missile.
The fucking Duke boys are getting into Canada.
Yeah, he hit at an angle and he decided unplug yourself.
Okay.
No.
Imagine being his passenger.
Did he have a passenger?
He did.
His wife.
The guy in the back seat.
He was coming back from a weekend out in the Canadian country. He's like, this is such a wonderful...
Yeah.
He just came back from the Kiss concert and fucking ends up hurting his wife, breaking her neck.
She's like, nothing exciting ever happens.
And of course, it's at the goddamn Rainbow Bridge, which is like the main hub out of Niagara Falls, Ontario into Niagara Falls, New York, which there is a distinct difference between the two Niagara Falls. If you have your choice, go to the Canadian side.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
American side, not great.
Yeah, you just have a big casino owned by Indians and gets robbed by the state and, ghetto.
Yep. And one dispensary.
Yeah.
Which I've been in, and the moment you walk in, they're like, license, and they just take it and scan it. I'm like, I'm going to be on this is sketch. Go inside, and there's, like, you got any pre-rolls? No. You got any pens? No. The fuck do you guys have?
The legal dispensaries are so lame, aren't they? The res dispensaries are like Candyland.
Mm-hmm. Oh, go down to the southern part of the territory. Yeah. Right as you cross the territory line, dispensary. It's like,
Fuck yeah.
And the one I go to is called the Lab. Great dispensary. Everything is like Frankenstein monster themed.
Right.
Even their packaging.
That's cool.
It's great.
Nice.
And it's cheap.
See that, Aquapossessed? We haven't done themes yet.
Themes.
You have the one. What's
Belushi's. Belushi's.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Or, was it Outlaw?
Lawless. Yeah,
Lawless.
yeah, they got the whole...
The speakeasy.
The speakeasy
which was
thing
cool
going.
as shit.
Yeah.
But, goddamn, I spent a fortune there.
Yeah.
The environment's nice. It's just that the real estate is terrible.
You former car dealership?
Well, I'm just saying, it seems like a lot of businesses that are there, they struggle.
Yeah.
Because it seems like past the casino, it seems like businesses have a hard time until you get the Twin Leaf for it. I don't know why.
Probably because they're stuck kind of in the middle.
Stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, for Christ's sakes, Eastern Door shut down.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Oh, the Bears did. Eastern Door?
It was.
Every time I feel like I go there, it's like, it's open one week and I come back next, it's closed.
Nah, man.
Consistency, man.
It's been closed for years, yeah.
It's for sale. You can buy it.
No.
We can.
No.
Be our new studio.
Maybe. Yeah. I'll still be sniffing the gas pumps, but I think it's still there. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll designate a little room in the back for the cocaine use. So. Whoa! So you don't have to sniff the gas pumps.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. that would solve the huffing puff problem north. Just shipping good drugs.
Is that it?
I think so.
So, any movies that are about like newscasting and stuff like that, do any of them get it right?
Like Nightcrawler?
That's exactly where I was going. Have you ever
No.
seen Nightcrawler?
Yes. No. The only one that I've ever seen that was fairly accurate and it was actually scary because it predicted was Network.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That one
That's a good
almost,
one.
it's getting to the point now where we're going to have a live execution on
Yeah.
on TV because they cannot figure out how to make money.
I'm mad as hell. I'm just not going to take it anymore.
Right. And
Which one was Network?
It's the guy.
1977.
Yeah, it's like a 70s movie.
Oh, okay.
He starts yelling out the window. I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take
He
it.
basically has a mental breakdown on air, and then they're like, our ratings are going through the roof. Let's keep it up. Just keep him out there. He's having a mental episode, and then he offs himself live on the news.
Fuck yeah.
Which has happened.
Sadly.
Nice.
The business, if you want to get divorced or never have a family, go into news because you're going to be traveling all over the goddamn country and you're never going to know where your next building is going to be. Especially if you're on air because everyone's just looking for their next gig. They're working contract to contract.
Oh, really?
All the on-air talent are contracted.
Oh.
I'm an at-will employee, which is great, and then it's not great when they're like, time for nut cutting time.
Yeah, what's an at-will? Is that like per diem or?
So
what's that
at-will
one? How's that?
employee have no contract. They're there at their own will. And they can leave whenever the hell they want as long as they give a 2-week notice. Bullshit. But we're basically there is like, we could be there, or if they cut bait, they'll cut us.
None of that.
Yeah, hold for sound.
Yeah. I don't do a whole lot of editing.
That's fine.
Yeah, one of the things is that editing seems to take fucking forever.
Yeah.
That's why I do this.
You're basically doing the live switching
I'm just
for
doing.
the show.
I'm doing live switching. Yeah.
Editing is... I hate editing. I really do because I am such a nitpicker and I will sit on what they call pixel fucking.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there going frame by frame like, God damn, it's not right. Why isn't the color looking right? And they're like, you have 20 minutes to edit a 2-minute package. Okay, let's get it together. And I think the fastest I've done is like 15 minutes, getting a 3-minute long script, going, okay, let's put this together, lay down the track, lay down all the interviews. All right, cover it, send it.
And you're doing that the same day you've recorded it.
100%.
Yeah.
Unless it's a bigger, like investigative story,
Right.
like with all the child diddlers of the Catholic Church.
Okay. Yeah, they put them in the Great View Motel over here. Oh. Yeah.
Is that where all the priests are?
Yeah, that's where the priests and the others. They're all the shining stars from the northern prisons and stuff. The Great View Motel. I think there's one in Messina that's similar, and
Probably.
one in Milan. Every one of these towns has a
Bob's Motel.
exactly.
Bob's,
Yeah. Yeah. Every one of these towns seems to have a. You look at the red dots, and they're all in one spot. We don't put them under a bridge. That might be better.
I think that's where they are in Buffalo. There's already-
I think a match will solve that problem. All
Yeah,
all
I
the
think
red
so.
dots will just...
Or a couple
There
ropes.
you go. There you go.
It's like the olden days. I've listened to a lot of Game of Thrones.
Didn't you actually end up working at one of the radio stations that Howard Stern was at?
No. I worked at a station who had him on the morning show for a while.
I thought you did. I thought you were at the WCCC.
Nope. Not me. I was at WGRZ.
Ah.
Close enough.
Or GRF, which is the classic rock station out in Buffalo. Shredding Reagan in the morning.
I see.
But I worked for them when they had the Buffalo Bills radio network. Also, if you're a Bills fan, John Murphy, cool as hell.
So do you have any podcasting experience?
This is my first one.
Oh, wow.
Really?
We're breaking your cherry.
Everyone's like, hey, I need someone to edit this podcast. I'm like, I don't have 14 hours of my life to give away.
That's why our pre-recorded shit takes forever.
Oh,
This is I could
This
do
is live
that.
tape.
Yeah, we should be live streaming. We don't because sometimes we say shit that.
You're like afterwards, like, oh, how am I
We've
gonna
been
cover
doing
this?
fine, but when you open the show, you're like, what was that racist shit you just said?
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks, buddy.
See, that's where the multi-recording comes in handy,
Yeah.
where you're recording all the cameras, and then
Yeah.
I need to fix that little fuck up I did
Yeah,
there, and
yeah.
you can just cover it with him just going.
Right. I have a lot of those.
Just zoned out. Look at that butterfly right there.
See, do
Yeah.
you ever just record like Will on his phone, like,
Yeah.
so you have it as a cover?
Yeah. Once an
moment.
episode, he's doing that.
I just remember you guys busting his balls during Adams, so I had to feel like I was part of the show.
What's the funniest like flub you've seen? Like, obviously, you know, because it's hard when you gotta report in one shot, and you know, it could happen anywhere, like a weird stutter or whatever, you know, or like I love the one where the guy he's
Swallows the bug.
yeah, he gets the fly in his mouth. He's like, this country ass fucking
Yeah.
He's doing like the here in the thick,
Yeah.
and then he turns straight hood.
Yeah.
goddamn country ass fucking. I hate this shit.
He code switches right
So
in the
what's
middle.
up?
So there's two.
funniest flub?
One involves me fucking up something,
Okay.
Nice.
which was in Vermont. I had to cut something really quick, and I didn't like the way it ended, so I was fixing it. And on this editing software, when you drag something,
Yeah.
it drags everything
Oh, that
else.
sucks.
And then I shipped it out. And on the news, he's doing his reading. I'm watching it with him in White River Junction. And all of a sudden he goes, "Ah, fuck." And then my fucking ass just dropped out of my body. I was like, I'm fired. I'm done. Oh, fuck me. And I'm a manager.
Oh gosh.
So I called my manager. I'm like, please don't fire the reporter. That was my fault. He's 18. Let me take the fall for this. He goes, Are you done? I'm like, yeah. He goes, never let that happen again. And then 2 weeks later, I put my 2 weeks notice in. I already had an exit plan going. The other one was during a firefighter's funeral.
Oh, amazing. Oh, amazing.
So this
Did they have
firefighter,
fireworks at least?
he died in the line of duty in a fire, and we're
Did you guys roast him?
So it was nice and crispy, wasn't he?
Ah, you fucking dick. You would finish your story before he makes it worse.
It wasn't an open coffin, I'll tell you that.
It was served in
They
tinfoil.
didn't have to pay. They didn't have to pay for the fucking cremation.
It was already
He's
in
like,
his
this
urn.
might be Bill, this might be Roof. I don't know.
It was already in the urn.
Which is the hell there?
You're a fucking dick.
Looked like Jeffrey's knuckles after he gets done showering.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
We're terrible people.
Yeah, we are.
We really are.
We don't believe in God.
We don't. But we do believe in campfire s'mores.
Hashtag led back.
Oh my god. All right, please finish the story.
where was I going?
Firefighter funeral.
9/11 stories.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
So luckily, my ass was back at the station editing the show. I'm listening to the feeds, and all of a sudden they throw to this one reporter, and she goes, they're like, and we go to this, I don't want to say her name because she still works in the business somewhere. And she goes, they go to the camera, and it's just silence. And all of a sudden you hear, so-and-so, you're on. I can't handle this right now. Live in the air. Oh, we're not going to that no more. Before she says something else. Basically, was having a breakdown because she couldn't figure out how to do her job.
Oh.
Breaking news, or not breaking news. We knew about this a week in advance, and you can't figure out what the hell you're going to talk about. The man died in line of duty trying to save children from a fucking fire, and you're going to just have a breakdown because you can't figure out how to put together a sentence for 30 seconds.
Yeah. The hero.
on the street where the procession's going by. It's like, God damn it, we can't get anything right. But every station has one of those moments where they're like, well, that hire was a mistake. We got him for another, how long is their contract? 2 more years. Fuck.
How do you get into that? You just got to be good looking and be able to talk.
Put together 2 string of sentence and go to Syracuse University.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to be an on-air talent.
Go to school.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's you.
And
Write that down.
the amount of people who get into our business and they have master's degrees and are making like $30,000 a year is insane. They just spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to work in bumfuck nowhere, middle of Midwest, going, it's flat. There's a storm behind me. You can still see it about 12 miles that way because there's nothing blocking anything. Back to you.
There was a big tornado here, but there's nothing here, so nobody gives a shit.
When he needs a good laugh, he just gets like a 6-pack of Guinness and watches Akwesasne TV. He's just like, ah! They think they're really trying. Anyway.
I actually met them at the fashion show at
Did
the
you?
Seneca casino. I was like, you guys from Akwesasne? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, no shit. And then we started talking, and they're like, wait, who's your dad? And because father played hockey, so anyone from the 70s
That's
or
what we
80s
do.
played hockey,
Yeah.
they know each other somehow. Like, my dad's like, oh, Smokey was there? I'm like, Matt Smoke's dad. I'm like, how the hell do you know him? Oh, we played hockey together. You guys just know everyone?
Yeah, man.
Pretty much.
I say the football is same thing. Oh, I played football. Oh, you know so-and-so. And you're like, yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
It must be the 80s and 70s shit. Then.
It must be. Yeah.
Yeah.
They look back with fondness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just look back and being like, wow, I was the token.
Yeah, that's because they were young.
For a little
back
bit
then.
there, yeah, I was the token.
You and Oaks.
Yeah.
You were the brownish ones.
Not running back? God damn, you missed your opportunity. You could have been fullback and just piled through the thing.
I was a reporter on Akwesasne TV.
You were.
I didn't have to go to school, but I wasn't handsome either.
I
That's debatable.
That's why I got fired.
think you were just too much of a wild card.
Is that so?
I mean, they're basically Pravda.
Wow.
And the fact they shoot everything on their iPhones now.
Yeah, well, you got a cool case around it, though. If you put a cool case around it, it makes it different.
I remember when I first saw them and they were just using these tiny little cameras.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, what are you shooting on?
I'm shooting on a Sony Z450, which is about a 35-pound camera.
Yeah.
And about a 25-pound tripod, and then a 20-pound pack that
Right.
sends everything out to the interwebs to go back to the station.
Wow.
And then they're like, we need you to walk 2 miles because they block the road and you can't drive any further to go get that fire. Fuck.
What's that thing cost? About 40 grand?
50 grand for the camera with
Yeah.
no lens.
Then the lenses are...
Lens is
are,
25,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the amount of people, because I was a manager at the time, the amount of people who break that shit and they're like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Well, the lens broke off the camera, so I'm thinking you dropped it. No, it wasn't me. You're the last one to fucking use it. How do you explain that shit?
How's that work? You guys, is it like covered or is there like some kind of plan?
So
That's interesting.
budgets.
Budget.
We have budget for new equipment, and we have budget for repairs. Repair budget is bigger than new equipment budget.
Right. Yeah.
Because we got to make this shit last.
Yeah.
10 years of using cameras that are 1080i, you're like, all right, this camera's on its last leg. It's not working anymore. Well, no budget for a new camera, so let's send it out. $20,000 later. All right, camera's back. I could have bought a new goddamn camera.
Yeah.
But corporate, stuff, they have to keep inside their castle. Mm-hmm. Us union folk are just sitting out here like, you going to give us anything to actually do our job? Am I going to be shooting everything on my iPhone soon?
Right.
Interview fucking 30 yard paces back, shooting down the line like, come on.
Doesn't
find
look that
Josh
much
Allen.
different on YouTube.
No, until you get it on that size TV, and then
Yeah.
you're like,
Then it does.
why is it so blurry?
Yeah. Or
And then you get a nice camera, you're like, I can see the booger coming out of his nose.
yeah. That sunset, I can see all the colors.
And then people, like, I get frustrated when I see stuff and I'm watching people get interviewed and it's dead on.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, why are they peering through my soul?
Told you, Will. So we had a whole conversation. I was trying to teach these guys the rule of thirds because they want to be dead center.
Huh?
I like
What is this, these guys shit? I ain't never talked to you about camera placement before. You fucking scumbag.
Yeah, that's true. Johnny didn't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck how these cameras are set up,
Yeah.
just as long as they're set up, all right?
Yeah.
Attack this piece of shit now.
You want lead room. You don't want to be. What did I do?
He would always just move it right in the center. Why am I off the center? Good. Rule of thirds. What the fuck's that?
So when you put up a camera, there's a grid there that tells you where your eyes lead into, and it actually makes it more appealing. That's why most of Izzy's pictures are a little offset.
And you can do that on your own phone when you take pictures. Just keep that in mind.
Unless you're doing vertical video, then you're
Yeah.
just staring at a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Fuck, you didn't know that?
fucking hate vertical.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Next time I take a picture of my cock, it's got to be off center.
Yeah.
Now I know.
It goes with the curve
I
of it
know.
naturally.
Now I know.
Just don't let your dick look directly into your camera. All right? You'll be fine.
But if you lower the angle, it looks bigger.
I wonder if some sick asshole actually just sent a picture of the pee hole once before. I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that a nostril? It's like, no, it's my fucking dick hole.
Put that on your profile.
Are you getting ready to drive through a tunnel? What's going on here?
Just replace my eyeballs with fucking dick holes.
Call it wormhole.
Shit. Facebook Joe.
Yeah. You're always in Facebook. I'm never in Facebook, Joe. What the hell?
I've never been. Well, no. He was going to Facebook Joe all the time. Then I was
Every other
trying.
month.
I was trying.
Oh.
But the thing is, they were getting me on the stories. I'm like, that's where Zuckerberg is like, is that tits?
Yeah.
No. No. But anytime he said anything mildly racist, they were like, jail.
Yeah, there was a whole list of words I can't say on Facebook.
Shit, piss, fuck, cut,
Like,
so the
no,
motherfucker
like
takes part,
black.
twat.
I can't even mention, like, hey, that black shirt's nice. Boom. For a month. I'm in for a month. Or white. I couldn't say black or white.
That's right. You could say white.
Yeah. I couldn't even, it got to the point where I couldn't even say Caucasian, type Caucasian on there. They'd fucking check that and
Yeah.
Facebook jail me for a month.
Try cracker.
I started using male monkeys after that. To talk about
You
white
would have
people.
loved his old sticker he had on his truck.
Oh, I had a white Dodge. I just bought a white Dodge. And I had somebody make me a big black, nice black letters right on a white Dodge. It said, fuck white people. Yeah. I got a lot of love for that.
Yeah.
No reason.
We fucked up a lot.
No reason.
Yeah, I got a lot of love for that. You know, especially off the reservation. But I also got some hate for it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to, like, if I'm going grocery shopping, I got to have somebody sit in my car.
Yeah.
Those are the same northern New Yorkers who were flying the rebel flag, like, get off my land.
Some of them, but mostly Canadians that were burning Indigenous children.
Yeah.
You know, too. So
Fuck them
I
assholes.
do a lot
Yeah.
of shopping on
Right.
the Canadian side. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the Canadians get really bent out of shape when you make fun of them.
Which is so weird because they're so nice most of the time.
They're sort of nice.
I
Well,
mean,
But they're more
Birthday.
condescending nice.
every time you go there, they're just bragging about how they took your land.
pretty much.
Well, you got to remember where we usually hang out. I guess that's considered the south of Canada. Like they look at
Yeah,
Cornwall like
Cornwall's
how
the
we,
Alabama.
yeah, like how we look at
It's like the
Alabama.
Malone of Canada right there.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially when you go to Ottawa, they're like.
This is like Cornwall. Ah! Yeah.
Now, if you really want to freak out the whites, get that fuck white people, but then get a Trump sticker. You'll break their brains.
Really confuse their brain.
Yeah. What the fuck? We love this guy. Do we? I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I think we should get Johnny B a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is he white? I thought he was Cheeto.
Apparently, you can dodge bullets.
Yeah. Fucking Neo.
And then poor Kyle Gass got fucking canceled after that.
I know. How'd you feel about that?
Wrong place to do it. That was an inner thought that came out.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, he's a fucking rock star. Rock stars are supposed to say outrageous shit.
Yeah.
When the fuck did we start attacking rock stars?
I think it was because Jack Black actually endorsed someone, and he's like, I can't be tied to this.
Oh yeah.
Because he did endorse
I think
Biden
just the
and
left
did-
is full of pussies. They're calling Trump at the end of democracy and a fascist, and then they pussy out when someone actually takes a shot. What a fucking bunch of little cuck bitches. I might vote Trump just because of that.
Fuck yeah.
Say you want to have real fun? Vote for RFK Jr.
Welcome to Sage Against the Machine.
I'm voting for Ron Paul. goddammit.
Just vote for people that are dead. It's like, I want Ulysses S. Grant.
Will Sunday for president.
Oh, nope.
Sugar bear.
I voted for him for tribal chief.
Sugar bear.
But he put my nickname instead. They were like, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's
Sugar
spoiled
Bear
the boat.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's
So
spoiled
you
the
just
boat.
wasted paper, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, you gotta use their correct name.
Yeah.
Next time I'll get them.
You fucking wrote Bill, didn't you? You
Bill.
son of a bitch.
No, I wrote Will Sugar Bear Sunday.
That's your middle name? I never knew.
I should have wrote Bill.
So who's the craziest interview you had? Like, have you had a James Brown moment? You know, where he's just like, living in America. Hey,
So
ain't nothing
sweaty.
wrong. It's like, so I heard you're out on bond. No, I'm out on loan.
Never had one yet.
No?
No. Craziest interview, I guess, would be actually during my radio time.
Oh, yeah.
Interviewed a former professional wrestler, Animal from the Legion of Doom.
Okay.
He hung up on me 3 times. He's just like, and I'm like, are you losing service or something? He goes, I just didn't want to talk anymore. Like, all right, well, I guess the interview's done. Your book comes out when? It's already out. Click. All right, cool. Well, fuck me. Thank God I didn't pay for the interview. Neither did he.
There you go.
Of course, it was for a college radio station, so no one really gave a shit.
Right. He's probably just sad.
Now he's dead. No,
Is he?
I'm kidding.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
wrestler. They all die early.
The only one that's going to live forever is fucking Diamond Dallas Page's goddamn DDP yoga.
Because he does yoga.
Yeah.
Met him too. Won't shut the fuck up
Oh, really?
About
You-
yoga? Or
about
wrestling?
anything. If you had him on your podcast, you guys would be asking the first question about now in the interview process.
Shit.
He could just go. Like, I did an interview with him, and it was like 20 minutes into the interview, I'm like, this is supposed to be a 5-minute long interview for air. Fuck me. How the hell am I going to cut this up into something usable?
Let's get him.
And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. We're going to just let it ride. And then told the professor, hey, I got a 25-minute interview. Well, we'll wait for a dead day. And then no one handed in their assignments for the things. They're like, all right, Rob, you got that interview? Throw it on. Got through half hour. All right, now we can fill it up with weather and other bullshit.
Nice.
I'm like, thank you, DDP, for never shutting the fuck up.
There you go.
Take him down my weird road.
But the craziest interview I've ever done was also a celebrity. I interviewed, she had to be 90 to the grave. It was the chick from I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
She was at Nickel City Comic Con. Very nice lady. She's not there anymore.
Oh, no.
Like, the interview was just, yes, and it was such a nice time. I was asking about your next project. And then we interviewed someone that you would probably find really cool. Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh,
Sweet.
Really cool dude. Only hated one person in all of Hollywood. Bill Murray.
Oh.
Cannot stand Bill Murray. He will bury Bill Murray
yeah.
every chance he gets.
They worked together, and what about Bob?
Yup,
And,
and said it was
I-
the worst experience of his
I
life.
guess he was a big cunt.
Oh, really? He seems like
He's like an asshole in every movie.
Yeah.
There's a story about him, like Seth Green was a child, and he like stuffed him in a trash can.
Nice. Okay.
Little ginger fucker. She's like, oh.
But he'll show up randomly at a party.
Well, I would now after he fucking offed his friend for exposing him. That fucking who's the guy? He was a real Jufro and everything.
Screech?
No,
His name was Isaac.
no, it's when the Pizzagate thing was coming out and
Isaac.
Cappy, yes,
Oh.
yeah, he had his friend Isaac Cappy whacked. So yeah, fuck him now. Now that I know that, yeah. You didn't hear about that?
No.
Isaac Cappy was an actor. He was mostly an extra and stuff. His most familiar screen time you would probably remember is he was in Thor, the first one. When he walks in the pet shop, he's like, I need a horse. He's like, we don't sell horses here. He's that little gangly little fucker.
Okay.
And he's friends with Seth Green and stuff. Like, he was in the circle. And he goes to Seth Green's house. And he shows him like this secret room or whatever, because he's just like basically showing off like, oh, look at all my money and shit. So he finds a secret room like the bookcase and shit, and he's just like, this is where we keep the children. Like, he probably said it as a joke, but he was just like, I don't want to go in there. And then that's when the whole like Tom Hanks glove shit and
Oh, really?
all this stuff.
I
was
didn't follow
exposed.
that closely.
But yeah, if you go down the rabbit hole and you listen to Isaac Cappy, he's like being chased around. He's like, I am of a sound mind, and if I somehow end up dead, then you know. And then literally a day later, he's like, oh, this man jumped off the bridge. Yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah. You didn't go down to that rabbit hole during the pandemic?
No,
Well, he stayed busy. He was fucking filming riots.
Same thing, radio and TV
He
are
was filming fucking hospitals
Essential.
filled with dead bodies.
working out of my house.
That
like,
COVID sure was a killer.
Whoa, yeah. Being in a city, how was it? Like, fucking people were just dropping like flies during the pandemic, right?
Oh my god, I actually had to. So our investigative reporter Ed Dranch made me and him go into a COVID wing of one of the hospitals.
oh shit.
Told him, "Get fucked."
Everyone was behind glass. So we're interviewing the doctors and stuff, and we were the only ones allowed in there. And I'm like, I'm gonna wear a mask for like the next week. And I actually saw a guy come out of like the induced coma, and just start yanking at his thing. And you're watching the doctors put on everything that they have to put on because they have to put on fresh shit every time they go into a different room. It takes about 5-6 minutes. They're like, no, don't take it out. They're just doing it up, and they kind of restrain him, like, oh no, you're okay. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I can't film that. That would get me canceled immediately. And I'm just like, fuck, this is wild. Like, just seeing stuff seeing people get wheeled in, and of course at that time we didn't know what we know now.
Right.
Like, you should not be on your back.
Yeah.
Be on your stomach. Much better for you during that.
Should be intubated, all that stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, we were just grasping at straws at that point, but we did that. That turned out to be like a 2-parter. Like, I think altogether it was like a 16-minute long piece. Took me like a week to edit, and then probably about 4 days to send back to the station from my house.
Wow.
Because internet is slow.
Yeah. Especially for like high quality.
And now stations are like cutting down to like, we want quantity over quality. So they're chopping it up, and I'm like, the MP4 is not going to be good after that first airing. If you want to cut that up later on and have it for B-roll, you're going to be screwed because it's going to look like it came out of 1985.
Yeah, it's be all pixelated and shit,
Yeah.
and the colors all fucked up.
Because we were cutting in everything on MXFs, which are really memory crushers because they just take up so much. Like, I remember doing like a interview, and I'm like, holy shit, it's a gig a minute.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Trying to get fucking cards that can handle all this shit, and we went from like 32 gig cards, now it's minimum 64 gigs, and it's like, fuck, this is gonna get to the point where we're having terabyte cards just getting full in like 10 seconds.
Wow.
It just, everyone wants, like, I like the higher quality, and then they're like, no, just chop it down and fucking compress the shit out of it. I'm like, it's not gonna look good.
We've all gotten used to it from streaming and shit, right?
That is what that's their gripe, is they're like, well, it's good for YouTube. Yeah, but we're supposed to be better than a kid in his fucking room cutting shit together. We're not supposed to be just seeing the same thing over and over. Flash
Turns out we're
frame.
not.
Like, seeing like some of the things, and like, that's a jump cut. They're like, so?
Yeah.
Like, do you not understand like how this works?
I'm an artist, motherfucker.
Like, trying to teach like these kids, like, why are you shooting on a certain side? My big thing is lighting.
Okay.
I am a big lighting person.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you ever get to find out a TV station's getting rid of shit, go for the lighting equipment, because you can buy like $1,000 lighting packages for like $100 on the dollar.
Well, you don't like our Home Depot?
Yeah, how much does this bother you? Look at us. Just that down lighting.
I fucking look amazing.
Yeah. And I did a different podcast a few days ago, and Johnny's still color corrected for that.
Color corrected.
Yeah, I
What
don't.
the fuck you have sitting here?
Isaac.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
But so like, I'm teaching them like film, because that's what I learned was cinema. So I'm like, shoot on the dark side because there's more details, there's more shadows, it's more dynamic, and they're
More
like,
emotion.
and they're like, nah, I want to see their face and then blow out the background so you can't tell where the fuck they are. I'm like,
That looks like the news.
what the it's just because it's the kids just shooting their own shit.
Yeah.
The MMJ model, in my opinion, no one else's, I'm not speaking for anyone else, is horrible. The thing of having these kids who just got out of college, here's a camera, here's a tripod, we're not going to teach you how to do it, go do it. And then I'm like, guys, you got to give them time. Like, I need like a month with them to show them how this shit works. And they're like, you have 2 days. I'm like, so then when this past 7 months I've been in engineering, I'm just watching everyone's stuff going, oh, they shot this interview on an iPhone because it's dead center and it's floating slightly. I'm like, ugh. And they shoot with those, I don't know if you've ever seen on the YouTube, like the road mics, those big bricks that people wear on their...
Yeah, we want to get a couple.
Get the adapters to their lavs so they don't look like they're hanging down.
You know, like,
unless
the
it's
fuzzy
those
square?
big-titted women on Instagram and stuff that
Put it
kind of
right
slows
here.
it down there.
Put it right there.
I think I've sent you a few.
He sends me tits every day.
Oh, nice.
I love him.
Nice.
I think we should throw them in the group chat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with Ginger the Bread Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at the Rode mic, the little.
Yeah, if you get the adapters to get the actual lav.
But then there's the other company, the one that makes the drones.
DJI.
DJI makes the
Same
set.
thing.
Yeah.
Get the adapter
lav.
because I would go with the DJI over Rode because you can record locally and then sync it up later. So the better quality is actually internally instead of going to whatever you're sending the transmitter to.
In case you get a dropout or something.
Yeah,
or like-
because then you have it in the mic itself. Same thing with like your Zoom recorder. Like you have that as a backup just in case of emergency.
Yeah, we want to make this mobile. I can't figure out how to do camera switching in like a kitchen situation. With the wires.
So
I'd need a laptop and
yeah. Wires are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, they are. They are, but separate cards is a bigger pain in the ass for me. If I had a dude like you to edit everything.
You can't afford me.
I know I can't. I know for sure I can't.
Everyone was always like, "Hey, can you shoot my wedding?"
Yeah.
All right, how much did you budget? What do you mean budget?
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm not doing this pro bono. I've got through my years of that.
Yeah.
$1,000 to show up.
Remember, guys, how you mentioned the word college and school and training.
Yeah.
Everything you see here is a DIY special.
Hey, if it
Including
works,
the house.
go with it. The amount of stuff that we did in college that the professors had no idea. Like, I was going through, like, the trash bins of our college because they were just, like, shoving shit in the corner that they're like, no kid's going to use this, like, old halogen lights with those really hot lights. If you want to sweat, get those because they'll fucking cook you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these are still good.
Yeah.
And I bring them out and like test them. Like, okay, well, let's try that. And professor's like, no one's touched those in like 15 years. I'm like, well, they are getting touched today, and they're gonna fucking work.
They still work.
If they work, use them. I just actually bought a set of soft boxes for myself out in the field. They're gonna be hot lights, so the most fun is like you have the lights on them. The reporter's reporting, and then all of a sudden, light goes out. It's like fuck. Then you just flick on your top light, like, oh, it's gonna look like trash for the rest of this day because I don't have another bulb with me.
So how do we light this room better? Put that thing at an angle and get another one?
You put that one at an angle over there in the corner and have another one do a little cross lighting, you'd probably be good. And if there was more room behind you guys, you could get a little more depth in there and get a little backlight on you, a little shine, give a little halo because he's an angel.
Yeah, I could do that if I had a bigger room. But
Yeah.
I like the color scheme, though. I went with...
And if you do stuff out in the field, LEDs. Battery-powered LEDs. You can buy fairly cheap ones on Amazon, the GVMs or something like that. Little batteries. They'll last about 2 hours.
Yeah.
They're good, just you can't beat the sun.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we just need a white van.
Yeah.
With a satellite dish on the top. Just
Sure.
look like a real news crew.
A bus.
I don't know if you want to start your call or if you just want to look legit.
I say, coming up here, I thought I was getting inbred into the cult.
Yeah, did you like that?
For the first fucking year, he would not stop talking about how he wanted to start a cult.
His compound's getting built.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I am.
This is back when he was thinner and he only wore linen.
Yeah.
But now he chubbed up and he's jolly.
I guess.
That explains the bumper stickers.
Yeah.
When Will had his flow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I miss that, man. That when you had the long hair, that was fucking killer.
I'm growing it back.
Yeah. He says that all the time, and then he cuts it. Right as it starts getting long.
I keep saying I'm going to do it, and the girlfriend's like, yeah, no. Beard or hair? I'm like, look like I'm 12? Have long hair. Oh, beard staying.
Well, chicks like long hair.
Well, that's the thing is that when I have long hair, I don't like having much of this. I don't want to look like Charles Manson. You know.
I mean, now you're good.
No, I still got some time. I still got ways to go.
Well, you don't have that thing in the middle of your forehead.
Oh, the swastika. I think I'll leave the hat off for the rest of the.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone knows that it's not there.
Yep.
I think I used to yell at them about hats, and I just gave up because it makes your eyes look all shadowed out.
Yeah, that's always a
Are you
pain.
saying you don't want me to look like fucking Batman? God damn it!
The most fun is
You can just cut the him with that fucking face. You're gonna yell at me about a goddamn hat. You're sitting there like,
Yeah. When have you ever talked to us about hats?
I remember mentioning it a few times.
I don't remember you mentioning shit about hats.
you're saying all kinds of shit because we got a guest here
Exactly.
who's
Yeah.
a little
He knows,
educated.
he knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm gonna wear a fucking hat tomorrow now.
You do it. You wear a hat tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Wednesday,
Tomorrow. Yes.
Thursday.
Yes.
And I think next Monday when you're not gonna be here.
Exactly.
I'm gonna cover my eyes with it. Actually,
You could go put a whole
with
mask
Buck's
on
here.
next
That way,
week.
when you watch this,
You might even
editing,
have
you can be
stairs
like-
to get in the house
You
next
can be like
week.
that fucking piece of shit. Yeah.
in the business we call those Frankenstein eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice dark circles under their eyes. Like can't tell what's going on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to leave us instruction again.
Yeah. We're fucking basic motherfuckers.
When he's gone and we do episodes, we're like, when we hit the button, it didn't do the thing.
How do you
When
turn the TV on?
Hit the button.
How come the cameras aren't working, Josh?
We're trying to move the mouse.
We can't hear, I can't hear nothing in my headphones. What's going on?
Yeah.
Turn into like little fucking preschoolers when he's not here.
I say at least you don't have the feedback that I used to have at the Fox. I used to have terrible RF through the board, and you just hear WMSA clear as day as you're recording. You're like, God, I hope that's not going over air like that. You're hearing Sandy Cook talk about swap and slop. I mean, swap and shop.
Shit. Is that because it's what was that? Because it's AM and it's reflecting weird.
So there was a shielding issue within the board in the Fox studio for a while, and it would go through the Q speaker as loud as day.
Oh wow.
So you just be sitting there, you're like, oh, let's make sure Sandy's not asleep. Nope, we're still good.
Ah.
Let's go back to Bob and Tom cackling for 4 hours.
I hated Bob and Tom. I fucking hated that. Fuck you guys.
Their show has gotten worse over time. It has gotten even worse. Them as people, like, trying to get stuff out of them, easy as pie.
Yeah.
Delilah, pain in the ass.
I remember for years you had at least 5 shirts you would wear in rotation, all of them with fucking Bob and Tom on them.
Who?
This guy.
Oh yeah.
I worked there. It was free.
He was loud and proud, man. He was
I
loud
have
and
a lot of CK1
So don't
records.
be shitting on his fucking guys, okay, man?
I'm
You bite your tongue.
Shit all over your guys, your clothing.
I don't
provider.
see Reen Cook on a fucking shirt.
I have like 5 CK1 shirts.
Is Reen on them?
No.
Exactly.
Just says CK1.
Exactly.
You know who is on a shirt?
Huh?
The Aboriginal Outlaws.
Yeah.
You want to buy a shirt?
How much?
$20?
We'll just give you one.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em. Now you gotta edit that.
But
And
yeah,
pretend you're handing me money.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you so much. $20 for
Yeah,
the shirt.
there you go.
get the
fucking
handshake
ding-dong.
off.
You're the one that fucking yelled at me a couple weeks ago. Well, if you stop fucking giving away stickers.
Now he's giving away shirts.
All right.
Stickers, that's where our money's at,
No,
goddammit.
he got these fucking stickers that had like a hologram on them. He's like, you fucking tell them they're $4. And I'm like, fine.
I'm bad at selling shit.
Wait, are those ones that make them 3D?
Yeah. It's sticker mule. They have sometimes they have
Those
sales.
90s.
He's like, look at it, it's kind of clear on here.
Yeah.
And you run your
Like
finger.
$4.
No, it's not like that. It's just like
Okay.
all rainbowy.
Oh, okay.
It's like metallic. It was
So
like
the ones at the sticker shops were selling.
yeah.
metallic.
It was like $20 for like
Metallic.
50 of them on sale. Whenever I get a sale from them, I get an email. I'm like, "Ooh, that's cool. That's only $20."
Keep that man off Temu. He will be screwed.
I have Temu.
Oh no!
I'm also cheap though, so
The only thing I've bought off Temu is fishing gear. Build a whole reel for like $20.
this guy came off Temu.
Oh.
Yeah, see,
Don't act like you're impressed. What the?
it's cool, right?
Don't encourage.
You ever watch Princess Mononoke and you got the little sprites there that kind of glow in the dark?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I bought a whole mess of those on Temu and I put them all on my plants.
I actually have one that is a plant. It's a pot.
That's cool.
I know. I just
Nerd stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get you in there one day.
On Temu?
No.
Yeah.
They got
nerd
like
shit.
ninja shit. You can buy like weird ninja helmets
I'm
and shit.
kind of in nerd shit, yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Anime titties.
No. I like some anime.
Hentai.
No. You fucker. No, I like darker stuff. You know, like I do like Akira, but I think Perfect Blue is my most favorite. But Grave of the Fireflies will fucking that traumatizes the shit out of you, man. Fucking A.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a Red Hayabusa. Just put the decals of it like Canada's bike.
It's a good bike.
It's fucking cool.
How'd you feel when you saw it in Ready Player One?
It was cool.
You're like, oh my god!
Like, I get that.
I think we lost.
Yeah.
This is
Super cool. Super
You guys
cool.
can talk about the Bills some more.
get him.
No, you're having fun, man. This is probably the most fun I've seen you having fucking like months and months of Mondays. Look at you just geeking out.
I know you do have a lot of suicidal talks.
Yeah, have your fun, man. Have your fun.
Okay.
Whatever keeps you from fucking eating goddamn bullets upstairs, man. Have your fun. Yeah. Don't let me stop you. Like, by all means, man. Talk about your cartoon titties.
And your
Yeah.
fucking bike, yeah.
And your fucking boosas.
Yeah.
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 I'm done now.
So someone mentioned the Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, it's like a sports thing, right? It's a ball.
No, nobody mentioned the Bills.
Bills Mafia will put Will through a table.
Oh man,
We
That'd be
probably
fun.
could.
That'd be fun. That would make a good TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I didn't even make it in the stadium, and I already have alcohol poisoning.
I mean, when does preseason start? This weekend, right?
Yeah, I got asked to work it. I can't do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, NFL Network usually books me up to do it on the
Oh,
weekends.
wow.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
How many people have you seen yak?
For work or for pleasure?
Pleasure.
For work, I guess.
For work, probably about 2 or 3 times when I'm there at the game tailgating.
And it's always a fat guy, right?
Oh no, it's
Just
usually
fucking.
nope. It's usually a skinny blonde girl
Yeah, that makes sense.
who couldn't handle the Trulies she drank,
Oh man,
and then just ralphing.
I love it when it's when they're clearly trying to hold it in.
Yep.
And you can just hear their mouth not holding nothing back. They're like,
The more fun is when
it's
they.
like, just open up and let it fucking go. What are you doing? You're
more-
hurting yourself.
The more fun is when they cover and it goes
Fucking out. Yeah, through the hands, through the
around their
fingers.
sides.
Yeah, through the fingers. Like that, yeah. Just
Yeah.
squirts everywhere, man. That's the best.
The fat guys know I should probably go in the dirt or the grass and not puke on the table
Yeah.
Right.
while
yeah.
we're playing flip cup.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. I love seeing the clip of the guy who's just puking on his shirt. He's just
Yeah.
That's more in the stadium when they get up there and it's hotter than hell in
Yeah.
the preseason and the sun's beating on them.
Oh, yeah.
They're like drunk and high and they're just like just puking on their floor. All of a sudden Scaredy's like, you gotta go. I did the mistake once of taking a couple brownies before the game and not realizing how fast it was going to kick in. Because I had one and like 10 minutes later, like, I don't feel it. Second one, we're going inside to take a third. Then it hit me in the stadium and I'm like, and it's 90-degree day and the sun's just beating on me. And I'm like, I'm not going to make it. I just walked up 12 flights of stairs. I'm not gonna make it. I'm up in the fucking. I'm two rows away from God here. I'm up in the 300s, going, oh shit, those
Did the
ants are moving
field all
real
of a
quick.
sudden do like that fucking Kubrickian thing, like?
And I'm sitting there, and my girlfriend at the time is like, "You okay?" No.
I want to go home. I want to go home.
Took too much. It took too much.
And it didn't help that every time she couldn't finish a drink, she would just hand it to me as like half gone. I'm like, all right, I've drank a 30-pack. Let's fucking go. And then 3 brownies on top of that. No idea what was in it, but and all of a sudden, game time starting. I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. And then you're just doing the, oh god, why'd I do this? And then puke and then go get yourself a stinger afterwards because you're sobering up.
Exactly, and you just got to remember, Rick James would be fucking proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
If you want to have fun after, if you're ever in Buffalo and want something like I need the most terrible thing for me, but it tastes delicious. Stinger sub. Chicken finger sub with roast beef on it.
Whoa.
Wow.
You got my attention.
Stinger sub at Jim's Steakout. Open 24/7.
All right.
And they're always near a bar.
They know their fucking clientele.
Right.
And of course, unlike most of New York, Buffalo bars are open till 4 a.m. because they know their clientele.
Sweet.
Exactly.
why.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wish there was more all night food around here. I don't.
No street meats. No one's like with their hot dog cart pushing it toward the bar. I'm surprised the college
what
kids
the
haven't figured
fuck
it out.
you doing, Debo? Where's your fucking pop-up shop there?
Busy with a
motherfucker?
regular job.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking nerd.
So what's some of the gnarliest shit you've seen? Like, you must have.
When I
Fires, car accidents.
started at KBW, I was on overnights. So I came in at 10 p.m., got done at 7 a.m.
Wow.
The worst shift of my
I
life.
bet.
And they would send me out to that's when I was a scanner chaser. And I get there and my boss goes, all right, we cover 7 counties. You need to listen to all 7 counties scanners. It all just sounds like garble after a while. You hear, I'm just listening for tones and shots fired.
Okay.
And most of the time I'm getting to a scene and like, oh, there's a white sheet on the ground. That's not good.
Oh wow.
And the amount of times the cops, like, I'm just filming. I don't shoot the sheet because we can't show a dead body on TV anymore. Back in the 70s, I saw fucking just hands, blood coming out of them. And I'm like, okay. And they raise up a sheet, brain matter on the ground. I'm like, huh. And Will's ex-wife would like ask me like afterwards, like, are you okay with all that? I'm like, you get numb after a while. You've seen one dead body, you've seen 100.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking Bud Dwyer ruined it for everybody, a son of a bitch. Now you can't show a fucking dead body on the goddamn news.
Is that the guy that blew his brains out?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He was like, folks, this will be over in a minute. Oh!
Nice.
Yeah. Because you don't
But-
want to fucking go to prison like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because you fucking what? Pocketed a little money? A little
Just a
bit?
little money.
Just a little bit. What the fuck? Fuck you.
But yeah, those are probably the worst stuff is like getting there and finding a dead body on the ground. But the worst is calling the public service police officer who gives you the information because the cops are like, you got to call so-and-so. They can't tell you. I'm like looking for a white shirt, which are usually lieutenants or sergeants or whatever. I'm like, can you tell me anything? Nope. Talk to so-and-so. Fuck. Send a message. Hey, so-and-so, what's this thing? Report or photographer found sheet on the ground. Can you tell us what happened? Injuries seem serious in nature. I see his brains. He is dead. Are you saying he's dead? Injuries seem serious in nature.
Yeah. Cops just
Why?
think so much of themselves.
No, it's not a cop.
It's not. It's a
It
coroner.
is.
The coroner has to make
No.
a call, yeah, right?
Even with that, the guy who's telling us is also the mayor's like public relations person.
Oh.
He's the public relations for the mayor, for the cops, and for the fire department.
Oh.
Fucking Mayor Byron Brown?
Byron Brown,
Byron Brown!
mayor for 16 years.
Wow.
Nice.
Must be a good mayor.
Must be a great
I mean, Buffalo's got a great reputation.
My dad's mayor!
I plead the fifth.
That's my mayor.
I didn't vote for him.
There you go.
What do you think about like?
I mean, it's better than the mayor in Messina, right?
Come on, just a little crack.
Just a little crack.
Just a little crack by the former chief of police.
Fucking
Small
cataracts, right?
high-speed chase.
God, I remember I was in Vermont when that happened, and I go to my news people in Vermont. I'm like, we should probably do this. It's a long drive. We had no one in Plattsburgh at the time. It was someone driving over on the ferry. Do.
Yeah.
Which was, I lived on the New York side, so I had to commute all the way to Vermont and then back. That's
Oh,
why
wow.
I was commuting like 12-hour days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And during the Olympics, I was doing like 16, 17-hour days. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm dying.
Right?
So you just see me on the ferry like,
You're that guy.
oh yeah.
Yeah. When I reported it, I just read it. And I'm trying to keep the glee out of my voice. I do try to be unbiased.
Right.
But I'm fucking giggling so hard.
And you're doing it live to live.
Yeah.
At least we can stop, laugh, hit record, do it again.
That's why I love news bloopers. I love it when I'm like, okay, that guy's clearly fired. Like the guy who laughed at the pig. Did you see that one?
No.
That's the best one because they have this pig. He's got broken legs, so he's on wheels.
Yes.
And he's like, crispy bacon. He starts laughing. He's like, trying to teach kids how to walk on those legs. And you can even hear people in the background like, just do it. Just do the story. You know, he's fucking getting yelled at. He's like,
Well, that's also on him for not doing what they call show prep and actually reading the scripts before he hits air.
yeah.
Oh, see,
That's his own damn fault.
Yeah.
That is the best one. I'll share it to the group chat
Okay.
later.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Crispy bacon. Which, that's a great name.
It is.
Oh, it is.
It's Chris.
For pig. Yeah.
P.
It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
I think the better one is the anchor was talking about her toddler who's teething with the electronic toothbrush.
To see that one.
Oh, she mimics it on air, and the other male anchor's like,
What'd she do?
I'm not doing the motion.
Is she going?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's like when they have to shake lights. Then they're all just
The
like,
shake weight.
Yeah.
But she's doing it like with the electronic toothbrush.
Yeah.
Just, oh yeah. It's like, you know what you're doing. You're going to get fired today.
Or the boom goes the dynamite guy. He's a classic too. Yeah.
It's Sandy Cook also one time told me his last day on air he was going to do the EAS test, which you know what you've done that, right?
What's that one?
That's the emergency alert
Oh,
system.
yeah. We don't have that one.
Oh yeah. FCC doesn't cover you.
Yeah.
So usually afterwards you have to say this is not an emergency. If it was an emergency, blah 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 blah. Sandy goes, if I'm done and it's my last day and I'm doing it, I'm going on air and going, ladies and gentlemen, that was the EAS test. If it was a real emergency, I would tell you to put your legs between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah.
I have a question, and you can verify this because you've worked at many news stations.
Okay.
I think this would be a good question to end the show on. Is it true that some news stations actually have like a doomsday thing ready to go? Like, say it's the end of the world. And they're like,
The
okay,
Russians have launched the nukes.
now play the goodbye, America. It's been nice knowing you. You know, kind of thing.
If we have it, I've never seen it.
I think that'd be the spookiest fucking thing. It'd be just like the American flag and hearing taps. And,
I want to make one now.
We can.
Yeah.
I mean, that's easy enough to do.
Oh yeah.
You could do it with a cell phone.
Yeah.
but
All
no,
hell
they
out
don't, they
Russian
don't have that.
overlords.
We don't have that. The thing that freaks me out the most is the fact that we do pre-death obituaries for we have one for famous people in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Like we have one for Robbie Tatak of Goo Goo Dolls. Also, coolest shit person. We have one for some of the old anchors at the station, just so we have it one day so and so died. Oh shit! Here's the package. Throw it on air.
And
We
then
have
they just change the date.
No, yeah, they just have the slate ready to go, date of birth, dash, and they never do. It's just the year. So they just start at the year. Oh, here's the 2024 one. Boop. It's ready to go. And when Rick Jenneret, if you watch Sabres hockey, he was the voice of the Sabres for basically the entirety of the Sabres, and he died, and we basically had our pants down. It was pre-recorded news, and they were scrambling to get it on air. Like, how the hell are we going to do this? So they just aired an old package that we did with him when he was it was his bobblehead day or something 2 years ago, and we're like, oh, we dropped the ball. We fucked up.
We have one of those for him. In memoriam.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have to hear this after the show. It's pretty good. Yeah. All right, man. Any parting thoughts? Any parting words?
Listen to this podcast, everyone.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, do that.
All right. Okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in. We were the Aboriginal Outlaws podcast.
One job, Will.
I know. And boom goes the dynamite.
I'll go get the gun.
I'm the Sugar Bear.
Johnny B.
I'm Joshua. Our guest.
Welcome to our guest, say your name.
Nevis.
Nevis.
Just call me Nevis.
Robert Neves. Robert Neves. All right, bon voyage.